Hi everybody. Today we'll be discussing interspecific interactions. Interspecific interactions are interactions between two or more different species. They are different from intraspecific interactions, which are interactions between organisms of the same species. There are a variety of different interspecific interactions out there, so let's get into it. Competition is not just seen in sports and school, it's also seen between organisms as well. Competition is defined as an interaction between species in which both species are harmed. This means that competition does not benefit either organisms involved. An example of competition could be seen between two organisms fighting over the same food source. Let's take a deeper look into this. Here we can see a lion and hyenas competing over the buffalo carcass. This interaction is not beneficial to either organisms because it could result in less food for both organisms and or injury from fighting over the prey. The lion will either have to share the carcass, which results in less food, or fight off the hyenas, which could result in injury to both. Competition never has an ending where both organisms are happy. However, there are some interactions that do benefit both organisms. Mutualism is quite the opposite of competition. Mutualism is defined as an interaction between species in which both species benefit. This means both organisms end up better due to the interaction. Let's dive deeper into how this interaction works in the wild. So, an example. Bees and flowers have a mutualistic relationship. When the bee lands on the flower, pollen is transferred onto the bee's legs. The bee lands on the flower to consume the nectar within the plant. When the bee leaves the flower, the pollen stays on the legs, and when the bee lands on another flower, the pollen rubs off and can germinate the new flower. In short, the bee benefits because it gets food, and the flower benefits because it can reproduce. Pretty neat, right?
Another example of an interspecific interaction is commensalism, and like other interactions, it involves two organisms. It is an interaction where one organism benefits and the other organism does not receive a benefit and is also not harmed. So one organism benefits while the other is unaffected. An example of commensalism is the relationship between remora fish and zebra sharks. The remora attach themselves to the sharks and are carried along with the sharks. The remora benefit because they do not have to use their own energy to move around when they are attached to the shark. And simultaneously, the sharks are unaffected by the remora. Another interspecific interaction is mensalism, and it is similar to parasitism, but these interactions generally happen accidentally. Amensalism is the interaction which involves one organism harming another, but neither of the organisms benefit from this interaction. An example of amensalism is a relationship between cows and either grass or insects. As cows walk, they are crushing the grass and insects below their feet unintentionally. The grass and insects are harmed in this situation while the cows do not benefit and are also not harmed. And since the cows could walk without the grass or insects below them, the cows do not benefit from the relationship.
Consumption is a category of interspecific interactions that benefits only one party involved while hurting the other. Consumption interactions drive adaptations of both parties through the predator-prey concept. These interactions include the subcategories of predation, herbivory, and parasitism. However, to truly understand consumption, you must look into these three subcategories deeper. The concept of predation roots from the idea of predator-prey. Predation involves a predator killing and consuming another organism. Predation allows for the predator to gain energy they can put towards actions such as reproduction, benefiting them while causing a negative impact on the other organism by killing it. One example of predation is the cheetah hunting the antelope. When the cheetah chases down the antelope, the cheetah is looking to kill the antelope for food and energy. When all is said and done, the cheetah gains the energy of the antelope meat while the antelope is killed in the process. As you can see, this relationship only benefits the cheetah. Herbivory is another subcategory of consumption. However, herbivory looks into the relationship of animals and plants. In these relationships, only the consumer is benefited while the plant suffers in return. This happens when a consumer eats all or part of a plant, leaving it either dead or hurt in the process. An example of herbivory is the relationship between caterpillars and plants. Caterpillars will eat almost any above-ground part of plants, primarily damaging their leaves. When the leaves of plants are damaged, they are unable to effectively perform photosynthesis in order to obtain the nutrients they require. This means plants will become disabled and are severely hurt in the process. The last subcategory of consumption is parasitism. Parasitism is a long-term interaction among two organisms, resulting in one organism benefiting and the other one hurt. parasites typically attach to or live inside another organism, using this organism as a food source. One common example of parasitism is the relationship between humans and ticks. Ticks attach to the outside skin of the human body and burrow their heads into the skin. Once their head is burrowed, they are able to use the human blood as nutrients. The act of taking the human blood is harmful. However, in most cases, what is more harmful about these relationships is the transfer of diseases to the host. Ticks in particular carry Lyme disease, which is very harmful to humans. Overall, we hope that everyone listening to this video has taken away the important role of interspecific relationships in ecosystems and environments all over the world. These interactions shape the way the world works, as well as provide positive and negative effects on different species. Thank you so much for watching.